real quick. Yo, YouTube is bugging right now, bruh. They forcing me to go, like, bro, I do not want to be doing a live horizontal right now. I'm looking at all the settings. They forcing me to go, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, vertical. I don't want to be going live vertical right now. I guess they just trying to force everybody to go vertical, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down. And I will say this, YouTube. I mean, shout out to y'all. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, be saying too much. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Thug life. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But a lot of us don't really like going. I mean, I'll go vertical if it's a situation I'm talking about entertainment or something. You know what I mean? Maybe they're talking to a different, viewers and stuff like that. But a lot of people don't like the vertical format. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully y'all end up changing that. I don't know what's going on, but I'm trying. I cannot. YouTube! Do I gotta edit up a video? I'm tired of this. Y'all trying to play game. We not doing that, YouTube, bro. We not doing that, bro. I'm about to start editing, man. Like, y'all, like, everybody be on their P's and Q's because I'm editing and I'm not playing. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody. I do want to say this, though, right? So Smack ended up doing that interview on Uppercut Podcast, and it's got a lot of people talking. Everybody in media is talking about it. Everybody on Twitter is talking about it. Even some people on IG is talking about, the interview that Smack had on Uppercut Podcast. It is what it is. I do feel like that was one of the best interviews I've ever seen anybody do with Smack. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if Smack is just like, probably called Tiger up like, I'm ready. I'm on my Cat Williams. We gonna go in. Ask me anything you want. We going up there. We gonna make a movie. I don't know if that was the case, but Smack was not playing, bro. When Tiger... Yo, before we get to all that, I do want to... It's a card coming up. I kind of want to tell. It's gonna be a pretty interesting card. You know what I'm saying? I kind of want to... I ain't gonna tell. You know what I'm saying? Somebody called me, you know what I mean? They're like, yo, you want to... You know what I'm saying? You want to come up here, you want to judge these battles or whatever. But the card is actually pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually thinking about doing it, so shout out to them. But Smack was wilding. We not about to forget this, Smack. You was wilding out. Tiger was going in. Go watch that Uppercut Podcast if you can. Then you will understand why everybody in media is talking about this. You know what I mean? The guy asked him about specific battlers, and Smack held no punches. Asked him about Hitman Holla. He asked him about Ill Will. He asked him about everybody. You know what I mean? That had something to say or had a problem. He talked to him about EAZY. He asked him about EAZY. Smack didn't run from no smoke. This is crazy. Smack talking about, if you know what I mean? Like, if you ain't got integrity, I can't be next with you. If you ain't got, he talking crazy. He talking crazy. Smack was going in. So much so, EAZY had to do that. EAZY, I know, when you was watching Smack on that Uppercut, I know you was like this. He just said, what? EAZY went live with the quickness. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to rebuttal Smack, and he's saying things like, what you talking about integrity? You pulling people off my card, and you promising them battles, you promising Swamp and all these people battles that they wanted, and I'm the one that had to give Swamp the battle with Aver. What you think about that, Smack? He's talking EAZY was talking reckless. He's like, all I did was go over here and battle somebody and get some money that y'all didn't want me to get. But then I you know what I'm saying? I made a mistake, but I tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? But I went over here to get this money, and then I try to talk to y'all about it, and y'all mad, and y'all treat me like y'all about to shelf me for even bringing up the fact that I want to battle Hitman Holla. Y'all trying to get the footage from Remy. Y'all want her to do the, you know what I'm saying? She gonna put the battle on, and y'all trying to get the footage. None of this makes sense. Like, he going in, bro. You know what EAZY the Block Captain, before we get to the Knowledge guy, bro, because Knowledge was wild. You know what EAZY the Block Captain said? And this is me being all the way real. Like, yo, when I heard this, I'm like, what? So EAZY like, yo, it's a lot of things I'm seeing, and I don't, I got too much going on. I ain't trying to talk about every little thing that's going on. He was like, well, what about, talking about integrity, what about y'all trying to call J Moore behind my back to get him into a contract with the URL, and then if he signs the contract with the URL, he's no longer able to battle on the trenches. What? Y'all might have missed that part. I'm surprised that live is still. Maybe he just feels like you gonna talk crazy. I'm talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? That live is still up. So y'all mean to tell me, and I'm not saying that this is real or not. You know what I'm saying? Easy said he mad. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. I think Jay Moore may have talked about it on PSA podcast. Yo, so Jay Moore is saying URL, y'all are trying to get him into a contract and basically pull him off of the trenches. So he wouldn't be able to battle in the trenches anymore. But, you know, so I kind of hear what Jay Moore is saying. I kind of hear what Easy the Block Captain is saying. But we all know, like, if you come from a home league, you can always, like, go back and battle on your home league. So I'm interested to see what kind of contract he was actually offered. You know what I mean? But if they going that far, if they going that far right now, they not. Then Smack don't want to do business with Easy no more. I mean, so if you Easy, you might as well just say what you feel. You know, Easy don't really feel like he not. You know what I'm saying? Like keeping in touch. I'm gonna keep it real, Easy. Easy, you know I rock with you, bro. Bro, they did not want you to do that. You was under contract. Like we don't know. I mean. It is what it is. 50,000, you can't really tell me not to go get that 50 bands. And I'm sitting here looking at Kid Slade, you know what I'm saying? It's like, imagine that. You lit. You know what I'm saying? It's two sides of the stories before we get to the knowledge. You lit. You like low-key undefeated at this point. But it's with the rebrand of the URL and all that. But you put in the work, you low-key undefeated. Right? And you are presented with a battle with Hitman Holla, legendary artist. And you hearing that you about to get 50 racks to battle this dude. Right? And you still trying to balance the relationship with you. And you try to get this money. You know what I'm saying? You want a car? You want a house? You know what I'm saying? You want like nice things. And they don't want you to get that money. What you gonna do, bruh? I'm asking y'all, a lot of simp battlers, right? Simps, S-I-M-P. A lot of simp battlers would just be like, nah, I'm about to simp for the URL. I'm not going to do it, right? It just is what it is. But sometimes you presented with a situation that you might have to take your career into your own hand. I'm just saying what it is, bro. 50 band, if you don't have anything to you in the contract. You know what I'm saying? So it's a flip side to the story. He's in contract. Right? And he going behind the URL back trying to get out of contract, calling the lawyer. Easy! He calling the lawyer and everything, he find out from his lawyer, she kind of saying like, yo, this contract is bogus or whatever. You know, and he feels like, yo, I ain't in contract no more. I'm doing this battle. You know, so it's two different ways to really look at it, right? You can look at it from the URL side, like, yo, we kind of redeveloped you. You know what I mean? You was already out here, but we developed you. We hooked you up with gun titles. You know what I'm saying? We got you lit. Surf is basically the mouthpiece of the URL. He's going on everybody's platform, on his platform, on Instagram. He got like wild followers. He's on spaces. He's bigging you up. You know what I'm saying? He's making sure you on the cards. You know what I mean? And y'all rolling together. You know, we put you with Rock, all that, the gun titles and all, you know what I'm saying? And you and Rock versus... I think it was like Geechee and Swamp or something like that. You know, we doing all this for you. You know, we get you to battle with Chess. The fans want it. We get you to battle with Chess. And this is what happens. You know, so they can be feeling some type of way at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you just gonna do that? And this girl, like, try to take you away from URL. You just gonna run over there. So it's like, it's an interesting dynamic, right? Easy low-key's got to stand on what he's doing. And they kind of got to stand with think about if you are, before I get into the topic and all that, think about if URL was to like cave to Easy right now. Especially he been in the spaces and, you know what I'm saying, on his channel, like, yeah, URL, y'all hurting right now. You know what I'm saying? If y'all need me, you know what I mean? 60,000, I'll come over there and battle. He done said something like that before, right? And you go ahead and you got all these artists on your lead, right, that are in contract, and you cave and redo a deal with him, even though he's technically in contract supposedly what URL is saying, and you can't even do a deal. It's like, what is the impression that URL is going to give the people that are employed by them? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's an interesting dynamic, but you can't, I mean, they can say whatever they want when you're in contract. You know what I'm saying? They can stop you from doing whatever they want depending on what the contract says. We haven't seen the contract, but all I'm saying is if somebody's offering me $50,000, it's gonna hurt to think about turning that down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not paying Eazy's bills. Y'all ain't paying. You know what I'm saying? He got to think about Easy at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And they got to think about URL at the end of the day. You know, so in terms of integrity, you know, I don't think either one of them could. You know what I'm saying? URL, this is crazy. Smack is up there talking to Tiger like, and I'm not aligning myself with certain energy. He's wilding. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. So Easy seeing that, and you gotta think that's basically like. Here's the money, right? URL's got the most money out of all these leagues. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. They've been running for a long time. At least the perception that the NBA, they got more money, more than all these leagues, right? And they just shut that money. You see all the money right there at the door. And they just shut it on the Uppercut podcast. I'm going live. I'm talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So Easy probably felt some type of way with that. You know what I mean? But, you know, Easy, I will say this. You ended up, what's real about what you said, like in the blog, like, bro, like a lot of people wouldn't have maintained or survived as long as you did. You know, you created a brand, you know what I mean? You got the trenches and you still kept it lit. You was still in the news. You got like newer artists. A lot of these leagues can't even develop their own artists anymore. You got Jay Moore, you got Tex, you got Zan. I think Zan kind of been around for a while, but you know, they got lit from the trenches. A lot of people can't really do that right now. They kind of recycle and use like different URL artists to get some sort of energy. You know what I mean? And I think it was kind of remarkable what you did, like with the tournament and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like, y'all tell me what y'all think. Who wrong? Easy to block captain or the URL. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. This is wild. Then they y'all got to think about how petty the URL, like, everybody at play, right? Easy, petty URL. I'm going to get to the subject in a minute. Bro, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? URL, the back and forth, the disaster trailer, like, you know what I'm saying? Showing disaster, like, talking about Pat Poose and all. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is insane. You know what I mean? Like, this whole dynamic, this is crazy, bro. They are never working with Easy. And which is sad because it's like, I completely understand why they wouldn't. You know what I mean? I do want to put that out there, but it's like, Rock is never going to battle Easy unless it's on a URL. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's a battle that we're not going to get. So it's like, we're going to punish the fans. And I'm not saying y'all punishing the fans like y'all just got to give in and all that. But it's like the mindset is like, yo, we just run it how we running. And if you ain't with it, you know what I'm saying? It just is. This is interesting. This is very interesting. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, like, I felt like Smack laid down the law to where he's like standing on what he got to stand on. You know, and you can't just have battlers do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. You got to understand that. You do. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't. You know what I mean? But imagine if you had somebody in contract and they did that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And you'd have made them super lit. Even like Jay Moore on Jay Moore's level. Shout out to, if he was to go over there and then just Easy was like, I still wanted to work with them. Easy, they not gonna work with you, Easy. Not after that. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everyone. I do want to say this though, right? I seen Knowledge to God. Knowledge went in, bro. We not about to sugarcoat this. He respectfully went in. You know what I'm saying? And Smack was talking about in the Uppercut podcast. Yo, like, because dude asked him, he's like, yo, I heard that you didn't let Knowledge to God in, like, into the event. You know, and like the dude's like, I'm not speaking, you know, I'm speaking for Knowledge. Knowledge didn't say nothing, but I'm speaking for him. I heard him like talking to Daddy Myers in an interview, and it was mentioned, like, so what's up with that? And Smack kind of just doubled down. And he was just like, You know what I mean? This is Smack would say, he's like, yo, like, I'll let you in all these times, but the one time I don't let you in my house, you got a problem. Smack, come on, bro. Like, you know he flying out. You know what I'm saying? He probably driving somewhere. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And you not letting him into an event. It's one thing if you like, come on, Smack. You know what I mean? Like, hold on. I'm going to give both perspectives, right? It's one thing if you just like, all right, you got to pay to get in. We all, I mean, not we, you know what I'm saying? I got to pay to get in. You know what I mean? Unless I know somebody where I get in. I get in. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of us, we got to pay to get in. Just like pay to get in. But if you telling knowledge to God, you can't get into this venue, period, that changes everything. Right? And Knowledge is talking. He was like, yo, this ain't the first time I've been told, like, that I can't get into events. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested, like, is it just not getting in for free, or you're not allowed in, period, is what I'm curious about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me what y'all... Knowledge was talking, bro. He was like, but you don't like what I... You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't like what I'm doing. I'm trying to be objective. If people, if they feel some type of way about a particular situation I'm covering the news. I'm media. I'm trying to be objective. There's been times where I... You know what I'm saying? Took things down like, oh, he's talking crazy. He like, yo, there's been times you done said things in an interview and I done took the, like, he is wilding, bro. Professionally. You know what Knowledge to God did? He ended up showing, it was footage, right? So it's like Murder Mook ends up at Caffeine. Something happened. I don't know if it's like the battle with him or Rock or whatever, right? Murder Mook is at Caffeine. And they're trying not to let Murder Mook in with a drink. And they're telling Mook, like, yo, you can't go in there or whatever. And he's saying, like, yo, that's like footage that y'all wanted me to pull. Because Mook is out here talking about the culture's been gentrified. You know, he kind of going in on Caffeine and he feeling some type of way. They showed it. They showed it. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a warning. I don't care what they say. That was he didn't have to show. That was a warning. You know what I mean? There's a lot of footage that they hold on to that they do not put out. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all know they don't put out a lot of stuff. You know, 15 Minutes of Face, a lot of stuff they don't put out. You know what I'm saying? I know there's been scraps, all kind of stuff they never put out. But when he showed that told me right there, bro, Smack, all y'all better start. Y'all better be careful. As much information as this dude got in his archive, he not just like pulling stuff down and deleting it. He's archiving it. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all end up, I'm telling you, if y'all end up really having a problem, he tried to be respectful. He might end up releasing some of them archives, right? So release everything, Knowledge, everything. He was like, yo, I talked to Papoose and all this, you know what I'm saying? I got the whole video, you know what I'm saying? They asked me not to put it out, I didn't put it out. Not URL, you know what I'm saying? But Papoose and all. He's like, they asked me not to put it out, I didn't put it out. It's all kind of stuff. You know, people that may have said something that they, you know, may have not looked. Yeah, he's talking, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I say watch it. I mean, it's cool. Like, Smack is on his Cat Williams. I'm rocking with it. It's giving us something to talk about. Battle rap has kind of been, you know what I mean? Like, kind of hit or miss. You know, I like the interview. It was a dope interview. I like Smack when he's forthcoming like that. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how he feels. You know what I mean? Who he don't like. It just is what it is. Like, I thought it was fire. I thought it was dope. You know, I'm not saying he doesn't like Knowledge, but he doesn't like what Knowledge is doing. I'll say this to be fair, right? A lot of exclusives, you know, like Hip Hop Is Real has gotten a lot of exclusives. They have, you know what I mean? And they've gotten access to battlers that other media platforms, at least years ago, didn't have. You know, so they may feel like, you know, we've let you into these events all these times and giving you all these favors, and the second something goes wrong, you know, like the Spanish Harlem got something to say, it's a whole documentary. You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole, like, constant asking questions. Gwitty got a problem with URL, and next thing you know, it's a bunch of Gwitty interviews. You know what I'm saying? Or ARP is obviously the op to us. You know how we feel like, yo, you covering all of his events. You know what I mean? And if he got a problem with us, like, you mentioning it. You know what I mean? And we the people that really got your channel like over, you know what I mean? Like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, like using the balance of, they could be thinking like, I'm not saying they right. They can be thinking like that. It's two sides to the coin. You know, and it's like, yo, we letting you into all these events for free. That could have been a ticket. You know, we could have sold, and, you know, maybe the people that you with, we letting them in, and you giving like full access to go wherever you want in the venue. You know what I mean? VIP access, and you interviewing, you done made like wild money, like tens of thousands. Like, it is what it is. I'm a blogger, I know. You know what I'm saying? You done made like tens of thousands of dollars off of us on a regular basis, being able to put footage up before people even see the battles. You know what I'm saying? On y'all channel, we didn't pull it down from Quarter Lab or nothing. And the thanks we get is we sitting around chilling, and next thing we know, an interview popping up with somebody that don't like us or somebody that's disgruntled. And you couldn't even give us the, you know what I'm saying? You couldn't even call us first before you did that. That's how they can be feeling. You know what I mean? But on the flip side of that coin is he's media. It's like, what, y'all want him to be completely compromised? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, compromised media, do y'all want him to be media? You know, and if he's going to be media, he got to carry it a certain way. You know, as media, if something goes down, he got to talk about it. You know, I will say, like, you know, Knowledge is easy to reach out to. Every time I didn't call Knowledge, he answers. You know what I'm saying? Every time I text Knowledge, he answers. If he answering for me, you know what I'm saying? Or if something may be going on and I may need clarification or something or whatever, and I call him, he answers. He answered for me. I know he answering for y'all. You know what I mean? Because something had been worked out. Now, what if they try to talk to Knowledge and he just like, y'all, it's good we talking about this, but I got a channel to run. Then he could do that. He well within his rights to do that. But the dangers that come in with it, right? And this is why I never tied myself up into the URL brand. Yeah, I talk about URL battles and all that, whatever's hot topics. People get mad about, oh, PIPERBOY only talk about the hot topics. I'm going to talk about what's going to do views and what people want to hear about. It's just what it is. What I like. And a lot of times what I like is what do views and what people want to hear about. And that's why last year I was Blogger of the Year. I don't care what nobody say. I have more numbers than everybody. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. This is the danger. Knowledge. You got a lot of URL footage on your channel. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. You know what I mean? There's like thousands of videos with URL footage. If they're being that petty, it's to go on the Uppercut podcast. And he's talking like that, which I can't necessarily say petty. He's just saying what it is at this point. You know, because if you interview these people and, you know, whatever, you know, now you know I rock with you. I'm just saying what it is. You know what I mean? Like, if you interviewing people and their problems against me and I'm not, you know, really saying nothing, you know, and it keeps going like, yeah, I'm going to go on the Uppercut podcast and say my piece. But the way Knowledge is, I'm sure he reached out to all of them anytime there was a problem and probably asked for their perspective. But I'm saying the dangers lie. Well, I never got caught up with the URL brand. They could take your channel, bro. I'm just saying what it is. They can. I got offered a deal with them to, you know what I'm saying, to run reels like before my videos. You know what I mean? This was like years ago. And I didn't do it because I knew in my mind, if they didn't like me, later on down the road, if I had something I had to say, they can call Quarter Lab and I'll be gone. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I never got tied in with them. And that's the dangers. When people get so tied in with them, you can only say but so much. You know what I mean? And people probably be looking like, yo, why don't y'all? I ain't talking about URL. I'm not talking about hip hop is real specifically. But a lot of times people can be like, yo, like, why y'all ain't, you know what I mean? Anybody like who deals with them closely, why you ain't saying that or talking about it? Because they really got your channel. Let's keep it real. All the footage before the battles drop, that's their footage. It's yours, but it's technically they can do grimy. So I'm not telling them to, you know what I'm saying? It can get grimy. So I mean, I get Knowledge the guy. He had to take a stand. He had to say, yo, I'm a journalist. You know what I mean? I had to just show him like, yo, like, I could show a little bit of footage here and there, but this is an interesting situation, and I'm interested to see how this is going to move forward. You know what I mean? Maybe Miles is just going to go on and keep doing what he's doing. He's already talking about entertainment. You know what I mean? Boxing. He's talking about other things. You know what I mean? It's cultural. He's talking about battle rap, like everything, right? So maybe he's just gonna keep going. Like, yo, I don't have to get into the events. I could just be outside of events. I can cover it the same way and still make the same amount of money. And y'all got to think about battlers too, right? They not loyal. None of these battlers. You know what I mean? Like, y'all, they lucky I don't put stuff out. Just what it is. You know, none of them are loyal. You know what I mean? Maybe just Rock. That's it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these battlers are not loyal. You know what I mean? So they'll go, like, if Knowledge is outside and he got one of the biggest channels, they gonna go on his camera and talk. You know what I mean? If they got a problem or something that's going on, you know what I mean? So it's what it is, you know? But I'm just telling y'all my perspective of it. Shout out to Knowledge of God. Hopefully they end up working it out. And it is kind of, sometimes you want to see behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? What they can show you and all of that. But if they can't get access to it and they got to make money how they got to make money at this point, and if it can't be fixed and Knowledge is standing on, yo, I'm a journalist, he just gonna have to get it how he get it. You know what I'm saying? Like when they come out the venue, do what he gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And he could still cover URL. You know, if RBE, the Bricks, they do something, the Trenches, they do something, KOTD, they end up coming back outside, Bullpen, he can still, you know what I'm saying? You got Black Ice Cartel, they active. He can still run around and still get content. It can happen. He can sit down, do interviews when it's the popular time. He can make money hand over fist doing he don't have to be technically at the event. You know what I mean? He got people everywhere. He got somebody in Cali. He got somebody in Atlanta. He in Atlanta. He got somebody in New York. You know, so he can continue to make stuff happen. But I see this could possibly, if it's not controlled, spill out of, you know what I'm saying? Spill out of control. You know, especially with all the unreleased footage that Hip Hop Is Real's got. You know what I'm saying? So it's one thing we can all get on the show and we could talk. There could be consequences behind it. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying, hopefully they work it out, but it is what it is. As far as Easy the Block Captain, he got the Trenches coming up. Him versus Ill Will. I seen Ill Will talking in a sit down and talk with Uncle Rob, 15 Minutes of Fame. Pretty good interview, you know, and he kind of let it be known like he not really worried about Easy. You know, so I'm interested to see Eazy's interview, if he's got one with Uncle Rod, you know what I'm saying? I want to hear what Eazy got to say, or I want to see the face-off, you know what I mean? I'm actually excited about that card. I want to see it. So I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section. Well, another thing, Averb ain't really been talking like that, right? With Averb being as quiet as Averb is being, Serious Jones, you might get one of them Averbs that people, you know what I'm saying? You might get one of them crazy Averbs that's trying to win the battle. You know, if he is quiet, I'm wondering how this event's going to go. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Serious Jones, shout out to Hollow, shout out to Av, everybody. But I'm out. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Shotgun Sugar's got an announcement. You know he got the car coming up. He got the car. Big, 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 big. He got a press conference that's coming up. He about to announce 2 matches. It's going to be on the boxing card. Who do y'all think is going to be on the boxing card? Y'all tell me down in the comment section below before I get out of here. You know what I mean? Somebody said Verb the GOAT. Somebody said, okay, now I know. What you mean you know? I'm just saying. He got a press conference. He got a lot of matchups. I think he got like 40 bars versus Yoshi G. About to go down. You know what I'm saying? Big Bake. All that. He got some, you know, he trying to get some grudge matches out the way. So he got a press conference. I think it's going to be going down today. And he going to be announcing the 2 matchups that's going to be on the card. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be watching. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. I'm just a blogger. Wait a minute. And y'all going to start seeing. It's going to be a little, you know what I mean? Like a little, you know what I mean, advertisement. You know what I mean? Before some video. I'm going to do some videos. I'm going to test it out. You know what I mean? It's the first 3 minutes of the video. You know what I'm saying? I got to get my advertisement out. You know what I mean? But it's just too much money. I can't. Y'all don't be subscribing and liking the videos or nothing. I have got to get the monies. Should call me. I need the money. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. But I'm out. Come rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Watch the press conference. I'm out. Peace.